Hello and welcome back to GBS Morning Extra. As I promised you earlier, our guest today is on fire. You know her. Her name is Njeri Muthaka. She's been here before, and that time she came to us with a stunning idea. You know, something that has been around for a long time, but the way she presented it, it seemed like she had come with it from the moon. But Njeri Muthaka, good morning.
From the moon.
Sorry, nimeanza kunyeshea na hata bado hatujaanza show, so but I'm really glad. Say hi to our viewers, Njeri. It's been a long time.
Hey guys, hello. It's not been a long time. I was just there a few months ago. A few months ago with my susu cups.
Njeri, how have you been?
Hey, it's been a roller coaster. I feel bad that I can't be in the studio with you. I like it when we are talking.
Exactly. I like it that way too.
Ukinikasirisha na piga kofi mtu.
Mbele ya TV, I'll sue you.
But it's been a serious roller coaster. It's been fun,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
But now I'm back again with not a new idea. I think we had a discussion over coffee on that.
Yes.
So do you come I go straight into it, or do I?
Let me do the honors. You know,
Yes, please.
Njeri Muthaka this time is coming to us with a new initiative. The initiative is called Njeri's Kabati. You know, when I heard the name Kabati, I remember that Kabati. You know, there's that Kabati. Nowadays, I think very few people in this generation would understand what a Kabati really is. And, you know, the content of that thing, it was the place to go when mom alienda kando kidogo hivi, Kabati ndo ilikuwa na, you know, all the secrets and all the goodies. Njeri, tell us about Njeri's Kabati.
Wow, you have put it exactly. A kabati is where we put our good stuff.
Yes.
And you know, last time I think we talked about when you know my mentor always insists on names.
Yes.
Names hold a lot of weight, and a name of something is what people will relate with.
Sure.
So the same thing with the susu cups, you know, the same thing with the kabati. A kabati is what us Kenyans relate with. You know, a kabati is basically how they call it in the US, a pantry or a cupboard.
A cupboard.
Where we store our precious items, where we store our food stuff, sometimes people store their clothes, our household items.
Yes.
So same thing to Njeri's kabati. It's my kabati, which is open to the public. So I want people to think about it like a free supermarket, where you can walk in and pick whatever you want. But
Is it
not
open?
everybody, yeah?
I was about to ask. Is it open for me too?
Wait, Timothy, don't get yawa.
Yawa.
You don't look like you have problems.
Really? You'll be surprised.
Well, you know you don't know. You don't know.
Sure.
No, do you know? Do you know?
I don't
what
know.
you've said is very correct. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at the people reaching out to me.
Sure.
To help them out through our kabati. So basically, guys, my kabati is reaching out to vulnerable members of society, people who are going through just a temporary needy situation. Like right now, time near COVID, man, someone was working, now they're not working. They're normally working. You know, they're normally working. Since they don't work, they normally work. But for now, they don't have any job. So through that time of that situation, you can always approach us and tell us, hey, mazileo sina unga, sina fare, sina nini, and we'll see what we have in our kabati and we'll assist you.
Sure. Njeri, you shared with us some videos, and these videos that we are playing right now for our viewers to see, you know, when we look at the screen, I'm seeing you with tissues, I'm seeing you giving milk to some ladies in the streets. Tell us about that, and how did you get to them, and, you know, what exactly was the engagement at that time?
Funny story, that's our second project. Can you even believe it?
That's your second project?
That's our second project already.
Tell me about that, and then you tell me about the first one.
The first one. The second one, we reached out to members of the public.
All right.
Street families.
Yes.
Mostly women with children. Because you know I am a women's health activist.
Yeah, I know you're a women's health activist.
Through the time, and I'm very loud about it, very proud and loud.
Sure.
So through that time when I was reaching out to women going through very personal situations, the cancer, when breast cancer, cervical cancer, I realized that some of them, if you remember, I had dressed up like a kachukura doing a social experiment. So I know these women are in the streets, and those are the guys I was trying to target. So we did an evaluation beforehand, and I knew where they were. So I asked them to gather themselves, not just the women, even the men, because they have families, they're married as well. And we came to figure out that these guys are on the street simply because they haven't paid rent. They have rent arrears of 3 months.
All right. So it's not like the families that have been living in the streets since.
Yeah. Ni vile tu awana rent.
Yes.
You know? So the first thing we did is open their houses. So we just reached out to the public, friends and family, help us raise a rent first.
All right.
So wakafunguliwa manyumba. Someone has stayed on the street for like a month. They are dirty, they haven't showered. So, and you have your little babies, so you depend on begging. So we opened for some of them, their homes. Success through the donations of the public. Of my
so you managed to actually pay for their rental fees.
Believe it.
Wow, that's amazing.
So their houses were opened, and then we told them to come to meet us to pay. Where we'll give them food to push them through the month.
All right.
In the house. You get than staying on the street, you're getting rained on, there's COVID, there's what you get. But there's a catch.
Okay. What's the catch?
There's a catch.
There's always a catch with Njeri.
It's always a catch.
Yeah.
I can't support you forever.
All right.
You get?
Yes.
So I give you a period of like, see, COVID is supposed to go for, I'm expecting it is going to end in the next 6 months. So I'm giving guys an ultimatum of 3 months.
All right.
At least I'll support you for 3 months. And in those 3 months, we'll try find you a job. We'll try get you back on your feet. So that at least our agenda of the Kabati will be realized.
Sure. Whoa, that's amazing.
We are telling you goodbye. You're back on your feet.
You're back on your feet, yeah, actually.
Yes, yes.
Njeri, you have such a beautiful soul. I don't know. Yako ilitengezwa heaven ama ilitengezwa kwa heaven?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes.
Tell me about the first project.
Now, the first project, which actually pushed me to even do a second project, was a young girl, actually a friend.
Yeah.
She reached out to me and told me she was staying with a friend.
All right.
Yeah, and the friend started sexually, like, hitting on her.
Oh.
You know, simply because she's being hosted by this other friend, this other friend is asking her to sleep with the boyfriend now.
Oh, that's serious.
You get to have, you know, it's weird. So she told me, Njeri, I have walked out with my dignity, but where I am staying, all I need from you is a mattress and a bed and something to wear.
Sure.
So I told her, see, let me come and see you. I mean, how can you be my friend? I don't even know where you're staying. So I went to see her, and oh my God, where she was staying was just the worst thing in the world. So I reached out to again my friend.
Yes.
I think I've become a professional beggar.
Whoa.
So I reached out to my friends, and they gave her beddings, they gave her food for like a whole month. And then she got a new home for a whole year.
Oh.
Full rent paid for. Yes.
What are you talking about?
Rent full paid for, I'm telling you. And I don't even know what to tell you.
That's amazing. Njeri, is that the video that you shared with us, where the one you are dancing up kwa gate ukiruka? Okay, just hold on to that thought. I mean, viewers, you have to see Njeri jumping up and down, but then don't focus only on the jumping up and down.
Yes.
Maybe I just like to ask you, at this time also that we are experiencing the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, if I may put it that way, you know, as you go out there, you're also meeting people, and you don't know who you're meeting, Njeri. Don't you think that your life is also, you also put your life in danger, even as much as you're reaching out and, you know, carrying out this noble initiative?
I'll tell you what, there are other people still dying, and not from corona.
Yes.
They're dying from cancer, they're dying from car crashes. You can't just stay locked up in your house and someone is busy getting rained on outside. Yes. The government has given us instructions. Sanitize, wear your mask, don't maintain social distance.
Sure.
You get, I'm going to try my best and do that, but life is so short. Honestly, and I keep telling you this, team, life is so short for you to not live it.
Sure.
Just do it. Do it and just try. Honestly, I really trust God goes way before me.
All right, Njeri,
He guides me.
I'm just saying this as a concerned friend, and I'm looking at you. I just admired your soul, Njeri, and I said you have a beautiful soul. You didn't even say thank you. You started, you almost started jumping.
Thank you. Oh now, God, team.
The reason I'm saying this, Njeri, is You know, people like you, we need people like you around for a while. I mean, not to be there for a short time. Yes, we know life is short, but then some people like you need to prolong their lives. But then, coming back to this serious stuff, Njeri, I'd like to pick your thought on something that has actually been disturbing me as an individual. Something that has been happening since, I think, last week. You know, if you can remember, the week before, there's a story that, you know, broke out in the media. It made headlines about some two politicians who had, you know, tried to steal, grab public land, and it was a big fuss. Names were mentioned and so on and so forth. I don't want to go into that. But then the ripple effect of that was, I don't know if those people threatened to, you know, name also other people who had grabbed land somewhere. But now we are seeing what's happening in Ruai, and also something else is also happening in Ruai and Kariobangi South. And mothers, yesterday I saw on the news a mother who actually is expectant. Another one had a small baby, like, I don't know, 3 weeks or something, sleeping out in the cold, and the government carried out demolitions at night. But then I had a beef, and my beef, I took it to the civil society. And that's the reason I'm asking you this question, Njeri. There isn't enough noise about this, and, you know, there isn't enough activism also, you know, to try and champion for the rights of these people. What do you, I mean, what's your take on this? Because I know you've watched this, I know you've seen this news.
It hurt me. It hurt me. I looked at that woman crying on TV, and she said, this was the only place I called home. They've destroyed everything. Where do I start? Even if I'm to take her into Njeri's Kabati, really, how am I going to build her years that she has built for herself, for some selfish person somewhere? Honestly, I just feel that some people are very selfish. Okay, and as my grandmother, before she passed away, used to tell me, people are not the same. Because she used to keep telling me, Njeri, cool down. People are not the same. Some people are so kind. Some people are so heartless. So cruel, like on my Kabati side, I would tell someone, might you have an extra bedding? And they would give me. They wouldn't even ask where I'm taking it. But I would ask someone else, do you have an extra bedding? Go like, Nianini. I don't help street families. So you'd see, if you put someone like that in power, they don't care.
It's so bad.
They don't care. Human rights mean nothing to them. As long as they're putting something in their pocket.
I know.
Honestly,
the sad thing, Njeri, these are women and children. Yes, there are men also in this family, but women and small children. And you go to that place, carry out a demolition in the middle of the night, knowing very well that there are about 5,000 families sleeping in those houses.
That one was wrong.
We call that I mean, for your information, we call that a government.
That's our government. That's our government. That's the problem. And that's the only thing I have with our government. Do they reason before they do things? I mean,
that's the question,
Shindua, before not rules, instructions come to who has made them up there, and they're so powerful that Zimeruka, because I mean, before I make a rule, it has to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly.
Just in case number 2 and 3 have a problem, it won't be implemented.
Exactly.
Zinaruka, you get me? So I tend to shy away from such, and I just tend to just have my own little pot of sunshine, and hopefully everybody's gonna feel my small pot of sunshine and forget what's happening out there, because so much is happening out there. So much.
I mean, it's heartening. I've engaged a number of civil society, and I would call them top-notch civil society, if there's anything like that, some international civil society organizations, and I'll be talking to them soon about this. And I mean, I would really love to have you on board. If there's anything that should be done, I'd really love to have you. And like we mentioned last time, like last time uliniruka, unajua tulikuwa tunafaa tuuze zile masusu cups na wewe. Kwa tunafaa tuonyeshe biashara ya kuuza susu cups. Ukaenda vup vamos.
Tim, you know you're a very busy person. Normally I see your call and I feel very privileged. So privileged. Yeah, yes, Tim is calling me.
Now, unataka nisahau ile nilikuwa nataka kusema, but Now, what I'm thinking is this. Once I get these people to come and talk about this, I want us now to run. Can we start a campaign to just, do the Kabati for those families?
You know what? I don't shy away from borrowing nowadays. I've become a professional beggar. Yes, I don't shy away from
I don't know.
using funds.
I can't promise, but I'll talk to my bosses and see if we can run a small initiative. Njeri's Kabati in collaboration with GBS to just see what we can do for those families.
I will push it for you. That one, I want a partner. Bring me on board. I'm all on board.
Thank you, Njeri. You're on board. The only remaining part is me talking to my bosses, which I know we'll go through. Now, let's go back now to our discussion. Njeri's Kabati. How many people have you reached with this initiative?
Today, alone, more than 40. I mean, no, you budget for 30.
Yes.
Kenyans, they all come 40, 50.
Yeah,
and their friends and their uncles and their whoever. I will notice. I was scared a little bit. My scare was, will these bad people, because before I bring you on board in my Kabati, I have evaluated you. Najua huvutangi glue. Najua you're not a drunkard. I can reason with you.
Yes.
You get. So today, let me say today we have reached at least 100.
100 people.
And then 100 people today. And then there is the previous one, of course, the Kabati, the previous one was 101. And then there are now the individuals who call us the refugees, the who. I would probably say we have done at least 120 plaques so far in the last 2 months.
Oh, that's nice. And it's an initiative that is actually giving hope to the recipients. It's not just, I mean, like you mentioned, you're not just giving them, but then you also, give them with an ultimatum and with hope also that the future will be better, and you'll get them from that place of, just receiving to a place where they can actually sustain themselves. I mean, when you look forward, how are you going to achieve this? Because, making such a promise to say, okay, out of their 100, let's say about 70 or 60 of them now would need jobs. How are you planning to do that? How are you planning to get them those jobs?
Okay, honestly, that's being very ambitious of me.
Yes.
Very ambitious, but I'll tell you comfortably that the first things first, as long as I can move you from here to here,
point B,
let's see what we can do.
All right.
But I expect and I pray, and that's why I'm doing my evaluations beforehand.
All right.
These are people with initiative.
Exactly.
There are people like the first girl with the project, let me call her Girl C.
Yes.
That girl right now is busy looking for jobs. She has a house, hafikiri story rent.
Sure.
She's busy looking for jobs.
All right.
Jobs. So proudly, she called me yesterday and she told me, Njeri, nimetafuta kazi kwa hoteli, nachagua mahindi na nalipwa 300 shillings per day. Because she's not thinking about rent.
Yes.
She's saving her money.
She's able
and she has food already.
Okay.
You get? So, like with the street families, I know I'm partnering with a few of my friends. Honestly, it's people now reaching out to me. When I ask, people respond. And I thank God for that.
Wow.
Like some of these guys will be working in car washes. Some of them will be mamanguos. Some of them will be house help. Some of their children will be taken into children's home. You get? And then now we can support that children's home that we have given 10 children.
All right. Just to support them so that everyone is taken care of.
Everyone is taken care of. But we are not promising that we are going to help everybody, but we're going to try our best.
Sure. Njeri, as you're doing this, who are the people who are coming, on board the most in terms of helping out? Are institutions coming, or is it just individuals who are friends that you're reaching out to? What's the component of the people who are taking part in this initiative that you're also doing in the Njeri's Kabati?
Can I be honest? At this point,
yes,
and after people have followed my progress and the things I've done before, because I've done so many humanitarian projects, so many of them.
Hata zingine tumesahau.
Nimesahau, mtu anikumbusha, nilimwambia, nilimfanyia, niko mimi. Some things you do from your heart.
Sure.
It's everyone. My family members, my friends, my teachers, companies, like there's a company I know who's going to come on board very soon, and I pray that they're going to sign the MOU.
All right.
Like my friends who have offices and they are locked.
Yes.
Like we have a beautiful partner called Bugika Entertainment. Those ones give us their office, a whole first floor.
Whoa.
To be storing the clothes, because we are receiving clothes for donations. A whole first floor. Use it.
Yeah. I saw you guys with the ladies. You know, you're giving out the shoes and the clothes.
Yes.
And stuff. Tell me about that. How are you able to raise that?
I told you, people have responded to this project like I have never seen.
Yes.
Like I told people, I have street families. And you know, I'm asking guys, the people who are benefiting from my Kabati are being called beneficiaries. So my beneficiaries need clothes. My beneficiaries are children's homes. My beneficiaries are like anybody can benefit. So kama hauna nguo, ask me. Maybe in my little Kabati, I have clothes. So people are bringing clothes, shoes, all these things, anything that you use, someone else needs. So bring it over. Yes.
Alafu acha nikuulize sasa.
Uliza.
Nilikuwa na makarao huko wamebeba magani. Walikuwa hara sama walikuwa wanakuprotect.
Kudichunga. Today I was VIP. VIP. You know, they just came through. Because that land that we were doing the outreach at belongs to Kenya Methodist University. That's my university. So when I was there, it's already guarded. It's a lot of security around there. So they were very supportive. They came, they joined. They're like, you know what, usijali, utasumbuliwa, utasumbuliwa. So I was very happy.
So they...
I felt so protected, by the way. That's my school.
Oh, nice. So it was, I mean, they were there to support also.
Honestly, they were there to support me. And they were there to protect me as well. And protect our staff. Because we had quite a lot of stuff. We had shopping worth more than 50,000.
Oh, nice.
More than, I'm telling you.
Nice.
In every bag, those red bags you're seeing, in every bag there was rice, there was dengu, there was bosho, there was flour, ugali, there was soap, there was tissue, there was pads, there were diapers. What are you saying? And there was milk.
Wow.
You're in that bag. Itakusukuma hadi end, man.
Sure.
You get before we find something for you to
do. So that's a month's like food for the beneficiaries.
A month. A month.
A month. A month.
Oh, a month. Oh, nilikuwa nakuuliza a month. Kwani wanawake tukulangi nini beans?
Hapana. Ulisema mbosho.
Oh. Oh.
Njeri, you're on national TV.
Yes.
Okay, Njeri. You know, I
so much energy in the morning, eh?
You made me forget what I wanted to say. But
energy!
Let me say this, yeah? Let me say this. I like the way you give yourself, to help out, people. And I mean, again, I like to say it again. You have such a big heart. But then, Njeri, what are the challenges that you're facing in this? Because I know, as much as you're putting on that big smile, trust you me, there's some challenges that you're facing. There's some areas manze unaangalia unasema, manze hapa nimefinywa.
Yeah. Maybe my first one, mostly we take pledges, and pledges si kitu mbaya.
Yeah.
Sometimes people would pledge and not
honor the pledges.
And not honor the pledges, which is absolutely fine. Sure. Like yesterday before we went for that thing, I had sikuwa nimefikisha the 50,000, so I wasn't even sure. But the lady who was packing the groceries for me believes in this thing so much.
Sure.
Her name is Jackie. She believes, she's like, I'm going to pack and we're going to raise that money. And for sure we did. But me, the challenges I'm facing mostly is I'm afraid that we may not meet the need that is out there. And I just hope that we get as many sponsors as possible on this. Because this Kabati is solely run by sponsors and guys from Ata Inter. Hey, watu wa majuu wame come through. What? Unajua how? Yeah, watu wa majuu. Unajua normally someone wa Kenya atakwambia na kutumia kaso kwa till number na kutumia nini. Watu wa majuu na kamera ma 3k ma 5k unajua.
Zinakam.
So I'm really encouraging these guys from outside to really come through for us right now because in the States corona imeshuka and those guys are are back to normalcy. But us guys are just starting. So this thing might drag for a while.
It might still drag for a while. We still have, we haven't actually even reached our surge, you know. We haven't hit a double digit on our cases.
But who is God, eh? Who is God?
I mean, it's not that we're expecting to reach there. We hope that, you know, God give us grace that we don't get there, but should we get there, then we will need a lot of help. Njeri, quite a controversial issue that have been also going around about the coronavirus. There's the COVID-19 fund, and this one I would like to hear your voice. Tuliambua chai ilinunuliwa sijui milioni 2 ama 4, sijui hiyo. Stories zilipeanwa mob, and people have been really complaining. Do you think that, you know, guys, I mean, guys who are doing stuff like, you know, what you're doing, shouldn't the government use people like you to reach out to the publics? And, you know, this is something tangible. I'm sorry to say this, but we rarely or we hardly see government initiatives where they even take free masks to people or food stuff to people. Yet they say they do this.
And they have to brand their face on our masks.
Exactly.
My take on that would be they need to scout around for people making a difference genuinely. See, you know, like me, honestly, I'm doing this from my heart. I already have a job. I'm a marketer. I'm a women's health activist. I give talks to women. Even if right now biashara haiko, you get, I know siko na shida sana kama mtu mwingine. It's purely from my heart. And they need to look for such people. And people are there. Genuine people are there. Genuine organizations are there. Genuine humanitarians are there. And I have met them. Like my volunteers did not want any money. They literally came with clothes, they came with donations, and they just wanted to give their time.
All right.
The government needs to look for such people like us. What is that? I have been told to not shy away in saying this. They need to look for people like us, our organizations. We are willing to go out. We are willing to risk our lives. And that's why we are called humanitarians. You can't wait to go out there and just change someone's life, you know?
Very true, very true, very true. I do agree with you. And I mean, I think it's a call that I hope the government is watching this. And why don't they just reach out? Why don't the government just reach out to people like Njeri Muthaka and you know, fill up her Kabati? I mean, what she's doing out there is seen, is there. I mean, it's evident.
Tangible.
Yeah. It's something that people can tell that indeed it is happening, and not cast a shadow of doubt that, you know, the funds have been used or spent. And organizations like you also, I think you're very organized, because if you tell me you're also receiving donations from abroad, it means you guys are accountable for what you guys are getting. And so even if they would want to follow up with an audit to see where the money was used.
Keep all our receipts. We keep all of them. We even have an auditor. What are you saying?
Whoa.
Every month I want to be accountable to the public. This is how much you guys gave me.
All right.
Actually, I'm encouraging guys to send money to my till number, and not, because most guys are preferring number.
Okay.
You know? But I would encourage guys, send money to my till number. At the end of the month, because we're doing 2 projects per month, I will be able to remove. Itisha utapata. This is how we use. This is how we bought. Like, we have budgeted for everything. Everything. We have our receipts.
Every single item, yeah.
It's very annoying.
I mean, shame on those people. It's so annoying. Yeah, it's so annoying.
Because wanatuharibia. Ask people who actually genuinely want to help. Mimi, I will tell you, Timo, if you give me 100 shillings today, I will tell you, those are 2 packets of milk if I buy them on retail. You get on wholesale, we can get it on, because we have partners who are wholesalers. Mnatuharibia, nyi mnanunua China 2 million. Someone can't even trust me with 2 million because they're saying utanunua chai. What?
Exactly. I mean, it's so
I
hard.
will finish some people. I'm mad.
And the reason I was saying we should do this with you, Njeri, now, is because there are corporate organizations out there who are willing, you know, to give out lots of cash. I mean, they're giving like 100 meals to the government. You know.
Million na hivyo nikasema Mungu nataka tu 200,000, you see how many guys will feed. 200, that's mingi.
Definitely, yeah.
It's very bad. It's very bad.
Well, sitaki kupea stress asubuhi, sitaki kupea stress asubuhi.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Tumeniamsha sana mpaka nimepata fire.
Sasa Njeri,
Yes.
hii show lazima iishe.
Yes.
Lakini kabla hii show iishe, what's your expectation in the coming 3 months? Yes, can you just draw a picture to us?
Yes. In the coming 3 months, I would love to request the governor of Nairobi County, to give us space, a central location, okay, where we will have an actual supermarket or an actual walk-in where we can hang clothes, like at a company warehouse, you know, we can hang clothes, we can have a supermarket on this side with everything, you get, and then we want to reach out to universities and schools, because if you remember, Timothy, people really used to suffer in high school. Umelipiwa bursary, umelipiwa hostel, because you're a bright student, like who's giving you fare and food. Nobody. I want to reach out to those students in university that they can always walk into my Kabati every trimester, in 3 months.
Yes.
Twice, or at least twice a month.
Twice a month.
Unakuja kwa Kabati, you pick food, and you go back to your hostel and cook. Sure. Stop eating Indomie every day. Eat Indomie and something else. Okay, that's my biggest dream. It's going to be a huge supermarket one day. You have no idea.
That's a big dream, Njeri.
It's a mountain, like that's mentor estimation.
I know. Give me my mountain. I enjoy that. And wherever she's watching us from, I believe, haujaniambia, lakini I am 100% sure she's one of the people who are supporting Njeri's Kabati.
Because I told her this is my new mountain, and she told me, Njeri, you know what? Go for it. Go for it. And she supports it 100%.
Indeed, and I want to add you. I also want to add you another mountain. Yes. That's why I'm inviting you to come, and so that we can do this initiative together. And indeed, Njeri, I'm really serious about this. I'm going to talk to my bosses about this initiative, and we're going to have a sit down and just see if we can also bring our viewers on board to just help out this initiative. And I'm really also serious about the other stuff. Unakumbuka ile story nilikwambia Wednesday ile? I'll be having guests in studio. I'll be having guests in studio on Wednesday to discuss that matter seriously. Nice. And then after that, I'll tell you now, sasa Njeri twende. And I'll also tell them, hey, I'll dare them to, you know, also put their foot down and waingiza mkono kwa mfuko, waache tu kufunga fist.
I know.
Sindio?
You know, let me tell you, si kila mtu alikuwa na akiba. We never saw this coming.
Indeed.
Si kila mtu alikuwa na akiba.
Sure. And you know, some of these people
living under $1.
Some of these people, like you're saying, they're living under $1, and to make the matters worse, these are people who have to go out. Asubuhi anatoka hata ajui anaenda wapi, anaenda hustle. Akirudi home, if they will get something to eat, so be it. If they won't, I don't know, labda watakopa kwa mama mboga, hoping that labda kesho watalipa na kitu kama hiyo. But then there's many Kenyans right now who are suffering because of this pandemic and also because of the lockdown. We're not saying the lockdown is bad. The lockdown is good because also is helping, you know, to curb the spread of this virus. This virus does not move by itself. So it takes a human to move this virus to the next person. So yes, of course, the government is doing a good job in terms of containing this, but we also believe that if they partner with initiatives like Njeri's Kabati, stock yo Kabati ya Njeri alafu tuone.
Stock it. Mimi usijali, mimi nitadistribute. Don't worry, me I'll do it. With one hand. I have volunteers.
Sitaki kuchocha sana. Njeri, I would like you now.
I
would like now to give us your parting shot. And also I would like you, I want to give you this opportunity also. You can share also your till number with our viewers, and also you can just you know, call out to them, and then we see what happens. I mean, I know they're watching, and some of them will be willing.
Amen. My parting shot is very simple. You know, I don't shy away by the fact that I'm a Christian. I don't shy away. Sure. And this Kabati is guided by James 1 verse 27, where it says that true religion that our Father in heaven accepts as pure and faultless is to help the needy, the poor, you know, and the orphans.
Yes. Sorry, we lost Njeri Mutaka there. We take a short break, and when we come back, we'll give you more on this.
that you're going to get the chance to cook this in your homes because it's very quick, it's very healthy. It's so nice. I love it.
I know.
Everywhere GBS.
And welcome back where we had left it. Njeri Muthaka was supposed to give us a parting shot. I don't know what happened there, but Njeri, you have some answering to do. But then before you give us a parting shot, something that I did not mention or that I forgot to ask you, Njeri. As you're doing this right now, you're meeting with these ladies. You're meeting also with their children. You mentioned something to do with, you guys being able to help some of these ladies, go back to their houses. Maybe you could just share the numbers, and are there still some needs that you guys have for those ladies especially? Because, I mean, it's something that, like you mentioned earlier, it's going to be a while. You're giving yourself 6 months, to be done with this, especially for those who have been affected by the coronavirus. Who have lost their jobs, either lost their jobs or have been locked out by my landlord na vitu kama hizo. You can just tell us, some of the needs that you have, but also take that opportunity also to just mention how our good viewers can reach out to you, where they can send their donations and stuff.
First of all, I'm telling guys, we have a location, like I told you. We have a new partner that gave us an office location, which was so amazing of him, for the next 90 days. So for the next 90 days, you can find me along Maroroi, right next to Eden Peace Gardens. Dropping clothes, food, anything that you feel that you could use, that someone else could use. Trust me, we have someone. If you want access to the list of our beneficiaries, we have them. We have elderly people home. We have children homes, we have street families, we have individuals who've approached us individually, but we have all manner of people. So you just have to ask. Kabati mtu alikuwa anachungulia. Unaangalia kenye kiko, so you have to chungulia in my side. Uliza niko na nini, or what do I need? We have a till number, right? Our till number is 518-9339.
You can come back with that again.
518-9339. And the good thing, I have written already to the, kuna instructions if you want to have a gathering like that one. You have to send a letter to the COVID-19 emergency fund. You have to send, they send you a confirmation. Unapigia DCC, unapigia chief. Like today, the chief was there. She brought
on the ground. On the ground.
Yes, on the ground. And she knows these people.
Yeah.
You get. So anybody who wants to reach me, honestly, Timothy, and you know this, my social media is open to the public.
Definitely.
DM me, call me, my numbers are there on social media. I'm telling you, I'm the easiest person to reach. Just talk to me and I'll help you out.
Indeed. Njeri Muthaka, thank you very much for finding time and talking to us. We always love to have you here. I think we should just have a seat here for Njeri Muthaka so that anaweza kuja tu ile saa anataka. Bora asitoke tu sale anataka, atoke sale tumemkubalia kutoka.
You got a shouting part.
Oh, parting shot.
My parting shot is very simple. I want you guys to follow our social media platform, which is where we'll be posting everything. Facebook, Twitter, sitafungua Twitter bado, but my Facebook and my Instagram, my Insta stories are updated at least every. I love Insta stories. And on Facebook, Njeri's Kabati, go follow. And then I need you guys to understand that we are guided by the word of God. Because even our slogan, we don't have a slogan that do good. Our slogan is James 1:27. James 1:27, which says that true religion that our Father accepts as pure and faultless is to help the needy, the poor, in their distress, the orphans, the widowed. You get? Alongside all you have had in the gospel and you're trying to interpret it, that is direct. So I believe what we're doing is guided. I believe what we're doing is we're going in the right direction. we may be seeing us owning a supermarket, but maybe even God is seeing international doors. He needs a Kabati in Uganda, he needs a Kabati in Tanzania. We don't know.
Yeah.
And that's why we're just saying it's a religion, that's our religion, that's our motto. And yeah, that's my parting shot. Partner with us. Please just come on board. Let's do this.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. It's always good to have you here, Njeri. I've said that for the what? For the third time or fourth time since this show started?
Yes. Plus Susu Captain.
That Susu Captain, ukisema nasikia kama nado, ulinitoka kwa ile story ya partnership. Lakini
bado bedhe tunauza. Ziko bado.
All right, viewer, that's me and Njeri. Thank you very much for staying tuned to GBS Morning Extra, and I hope that you enjoyed. I also hope that you are going to reach out to Njeri Mutaka and also share the till number, of course, shared on your screen. And also you can reach her out on her social media platforms, which are open for everyone. You can also find her numbers there. And Njeri has been here before, and you know Njeri, she has a big heart, and it's amazing. And we hope we had more people like this in Kenya. Well, that's all we have prepared for you this morning. Thank you very much for staying tuned to GBS Morning Extra. To keep the conversation going, you can use our hashtag, that's GBS Morning Extra. Our Twitter handle is GBS TV Africa. Our Facebook is GBS TV Africa. Our YouTube is GBS TV Africa. My name is Timothy Omondi. Do have yourself a lovely day, and God bless.